My name is Bruv. You'll sometimes hear me be called Jack, kind of a nickname, I guess. I don't remember when that started, but it's been a long time. I make videos. My channel description is I make things sometimes, and that is the most accurate way that I can describe my upload schedule and my video schedule. I am getting a master's degree in STEM. Not STEM, that sounds so stupid. I'm getting a master's degree in mechanical engineering, so YouTube is just a way for me to kind of blow off steam and do fun creative things while I'm doing difficult creative things. I really don't want to just be purely gameplay of Hollow Knight type channel. I also want to be able to show my face. I would love to be able to do talking into a green screen, holding the microphone type content. That would be really fun. So I guess I'm making this video because we're doing another video soon. We're in the middle of filming it right now, or we're about to start filming it right now, of a room reno, and those always seem to do well. It's not something I need to study on or research or script really. It's just kind of something that happens. As I'm posting more and more videos, so far they've all just been kind of Hollow Knight stuff. I figured I'd make kind of an introductory video to the channel. This feels kind of evolutionary, you know? But I figured I would do this as an introductory to show kind of the before process. I'm currently in my room. This is not the room that we're renovating, although it is sort of getting renovated. It's being moved around. Things that are in this room currently are being moved to the new room. I figured I would make this video as an introduction to myself and to the channel. I also work part-time, so it's not like I can just go home every day and just always work on videos, although during the summer that is exactly what I'm doing. I've made a couple Hollow Knight videos. People seem to like them. I think like 90% of my comments end up being, wow, this should be a much bigger channel, or wow, this was a really good watch. Was very surprised to see the view count so low. It's like, I love those comments. They make me feel vindicated, where it's like, oh cool, okay, I have an idea that people like and that people want to see. I just need to make more of it. So I'm not worried about growth right now, and honestly I don't really do this for growth. I do this because it's fun. That being said, this is very much an introductory video to myself, to the channel, and to just kind of what else I want to do other than just, yeah, I make Hollow Knight, room rando, and manhunt videos. Like, no, the channel isn't about Hollow Knight. The channel is about me. The channel is about me and whatever I find interesting. I just happen to be really good at Hollow Knight. It would be really cool to get in a video with Fireborn. I think that'd be so fucking cool. I've seen every single one of his manhunts. I've studied his manhunts, and we're gonna keep doing them. It's just figuring out the rules. So far, it's been a self-updating system because I'm not as good as Fireborn, so I can't just do it with the same rules as Fireborn. I only have, I think, less than 400 hours in the game, and he has tens of thousands, I would assume. I love thinking about history and science and current events and superheroes. I got this from Germany, where I went to high school. I'm not German, sorry. Sprechen Sie English bitte? Yeah, this is the No Way Home poster from the, I don't remember the name of the theater, but it was a popular theater in Stuttgart. If anyone in high school was wondering where this went, I have it. It's mine. I just like talking, really. I kind of just like yapping, and videos is a really good way of doing that. I would love to be able to just show passively, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Example being, in the room reno that we're doing, one of the classes that I just took was additive manufacturing of polymer-based composites. Now, what that means, without using all the big words, is 3D printing. What that means, without using all those big words, all those big confusing words, is commercial 3D printing. And one of the things that I'm doing, because now we have a printer, which is behind me, is the desk that you are currently sitting on right now as a viewer, which I'll show in a second. I'm going to be replicating that, putting it right here, and I'm going to be putting a pegboard on it. And I have a pegboard over here, but I'm really not satisfied with it because it's made of wood and it feels really flimsy. This is also really flimsy, but it's something I can make here. I don't have to go out and purchase anything. I can make it. I have calipers. I can literally just go in Onshape and mount it to the desk. Use it, you know? So yeah, I want to be able to just show, because I love just like teaching people stuff. Even if I myself am not the most educated about that thing, I just love like telling people about things. It's so cool. But yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna clean my room today because we're getting ready for the room reno. I'm still building stuff that's gonna go into the new room. But it's Sunday, which is always my kind of refresh, restart, re-clean day. I wanted to get this Spidey on the other wall. Normally it's actually behind the door, so that I can see it. But since this is going to become the streaming gaming engineering building room, like building type room. I figured since the setup is staying where it is, exactly how it is, because I'm so proud of this corner that I'm going to show you in a second. We need the back part to look super interesting. And I figured, what better way? I have the big ass poster. What better way to show that I love Spider-Man? That Spider-Man 1 with Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire is the first movie that I remember ever seeing in my life. What better way to show that than to just have the big ass movie poster behind me, you know, from the movie that brought them all together, you know? That's what this video is. We're cleaning our room. Who watches people clean their rooms? I don't know. This is just hi, my name is Bruv, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I'm behind the camera now. This is the current gaming setup. I built this PC. I'm so proud of this. I built it with my bare hands. Bare hands, barehanded, bare naked? No. We have an AMD Ryzen 9 9900X 12-core processor. We have a, I believe, no, that's a 2 terabyte SSD. I think this is a 4 terabyte hard drive. Yeah, just about 4 terabyte hard drive. We have 32 gigs of RAM, a 5070 Ti. Super proud of this entire thing. I was actually going to make a video about both building the PC and building this corner last year when I did it, but I just never got around to doing it. But I'm super proud of this corner. Got the Spidey, got the Andy Serkis monkey. Love that trilogy. Oh my God. Got God of War back there. Got Jack Skellington. I have the Knight plush, you know. Got a plush of the Knight. You'll see a lot of Hollow Knight iconography back here, because we've got another Knight and we've got that. It has batteries. I need to just buy replacements. We've got Indiana Jones's diary, Jones Sr.'s diary, that gets mailed to him in The Last Crusade. And then we have both of those characters here. We've got people from The Office. We've got a bunch of Funkos. And we have a cryptex, which I actually use. So it actually has a purpose. We have a 5x5 cube that I've only solved once. We have a incorrect definition of an engineer. Back to the Future playing cards. We have plushies of the entire South Park gang. And then we have Lord of the Rings, which gutted. We've got the physical media area. I personally just love, I love movie soundtracks so much. In another life, I went into the film industry and I did musical scores because I love when the story is told organically through the music. It's so good. And one of the things that I did to kind of appreciate that more is I got a record player. I have the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, I have the Interstellar soundtrack, I have the Empire Strikes soundtrack, I have the Hollow Knight OST, I have the Minecraft Volume Beta, I have the beta soundtrack with Area Math, goated. I have Oppenheimer, I have my favorite album of all time, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Love this album. You would think my favorite song in it would be Starman, and it is. But my second favorite is 5 Years. I think it just goes so hard. It's like Sign of the Times, but it's a lot more desperate. The way I think about it, Sign of the Times feels like you're quietly coming to terms with your death. It's like sitting on a beach watching the bomb go off in the distance, whereas 5 Years feels like you're bashing your head against the door of the bunker after you've been locked out. You know, that's the way that I describe that song, and it's just so good. None of this is really changing. That might change, the pegboard might change, but I just love the way that this corner comes together. I think all of it is just so good. Normally Spider-Man is there, but we got John McClane there right now. This I want to put over here. We got ramen. We're gonna be replicating the desk, okay? That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna replicate the desk, we're gonna put it over here. This is currently the setup. Shoe. Okay, the bed is made. Okay, so I need to get trash bags in the trash cans, and the big thing that we're doing, we're putting up Spidey. Normally he's over here where John McClane is, but I'm switching them because whenever we're streaming or making videos or recording anything from the computer, this wall is what's seen. So it is important that everything behind this wall looks cool and is something that I want to be represented to the world, you know, to the 3 people that watch these videos. So the screw that was holding up the Die Hard poster is really loose. Probably can't see the wiggle exactly, but it is wiggling, and that's a problem because this thing is heavy. This is a heavy ass poster. So we need to get the stud finder, which we found earlier. Find the studs. I think it's like, yeah, I think there's one here, and then maybe here-ish. Screw into the studs, or I guess drill into the studs. Get screws in there, hang it up, because it is a wire. So yeah, that's the next big part. I don't know where ramen is gonna go. It probably should go here, to be honest. That is the next big thing. I think it's gonna look great. Okay, so as you can probably tell, this is not the first time I've hung something here, nor is it my first attempt at doing this. But we know now where the studs are. I think our stud finder is a little bit maybe calibrated incorrectly, because over here twice it told me that there's a stud here. And you can see I tried twice and there's no stud there. It might be like here, but not there. But the 2 in the middle, they are correct. There are studs here. So, problem is that those holes are too high. The actual wire that holds this is between 14 and 15 inches down this way. So right about here-ish. Okay, so I don't know when it happened, but my phone died, and that's what I used to record. I just unplugged it, and it's just gonna die again. That sucks. I don't know how much of that was lost, but we have to move basically all of that, because even though there's technically enough clearance, this is 1.75 inches. Record player holder and the wall is 1.75 plus 1/16. Just the space there is more than the space needed technically. It's not enough in a practical sense, so we gotta move it all. This blows, really. I hate doing this type of stuff, but I also like having my room look nice, so.
The following section's dialogue was so bad that I decided to have a little bit of fun with this. You're now going to see the English dub. That was the best case scenario we could have. Okay, that's better, but actually worse. Gross. God, that sucks. I think I'd rather deal with this. Got the anchor out.
It's split. No wonder I had trouble getting it out. Definitely gonna have to repaint this room. You can't hear me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to repaint this room. Like, 100%. The important thing is we got Spidey up. Here's the temporary solution. I'm going to move the Alex drawer that is right here that's currently being blocked by the blue compass. We're gonna put it in between Spidey and the door. That's not where it's gonna stay. We're then going to shove the record player in that way, so there's still enough clearance between Spidey and the wall and all this, but also because this is not staying here. In fact, I think next weekend is when I'm probably going to be able to move everything into that other room. So might look like I just pulled this out of my inventory. I didn't. It was sitting on the Alex drawer. But we just have a signed Homecoming script from Tom Holland, Zendaya, Michael Keaton, I think Jacob Babylon, and this looks like Robert Downey Jr. And yeah, it's just the script, but it's still cool that we just have these. If there's like something weird about like, oh my god, he touched it, like, I'm not gonna resell these. I just like having them. Oh, it's not a mint condition. That doesn't matter. It's not an investment. I just love movies. Yeah. So we have that in now. You guys can see that, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it would be better if there was a plant around it to hide that, because it's just a black bar. Or actually, it would be really good if it was like this. We should be able to put away all the construction stuff and just finish by cleaning the room. Gotta hook this switch up. This morning, my HDMI to display cord, which I use for my second monitor, just stopped working entirely. And I know that's the problem because I tried it to a different display port in the GPU. Didn't work, which by the way is the display port that the current monitor has always been on, or as the main monitor has always been on. Then I took the HDMI to HDMI out of the switch, put it on there, and suddenly everything is working super well. Okay, now let's get all the random miscellaneous shit out of here. Mainly things like the gummy bears. This goes in the movie room because movie snack. I think we're ready for the grand reveal. So, this is the room as it is right now. It will soon change again because we're doing the room renovation, but I wanted to get this big thing out of the way, which was switching the posters. This room is going to become my content creation / physical creation workshop, essentially. Since the computer is staying exactly where it is, without any kind of modifications, that means everything on the wall opposite the computer needs to represent who I am and what I love. That's why there's the NASA flag above. That's why Spider-Man got moved there. That's why there's Star Wars droids on the other side. I just wanted to get it done. I also just wanted to do a small introduction because I started making videos about 5 or 6 years ago, but only within the last maybe 3 months have I started actually posting consistently, saying, I don't care that I'm busy, this is something I want to do. I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore. Obviously, I know this being the starting point for another project. The level of fortunate that I am and grateful that I'm at this point at all it goes without saying, but I will say it. I am incredibly fortunate. I am incredibly grateful. This room, as I've built it, this is the dream room that I had as a kid that I never thought I would actually be able to have. I'm just incredibly fortunate to be able to have it, to come home every day to this. So, hi, my name's Bruv. I make videos sometimes.